Hi guys, I thought I'd just have a little bit of a talk. It's a talk video. I hate the term vlog. What does vlog even mean? So I was bidding on some stuff today. The auction went live on Monday, I believe, and today it finishes up. It's all finished now. And there are some fishing rods. I had a look at them in person and I thought they were quite good, and sure enough I get home a day or two later, I price checked them, and yeah, they're actually, although I didn't necessarily find exact model, they might have been $400 each when they were brand new fly rods. And they had the original like carry cases with them. I think there were 2 pairs, and there was another lot that also had at least 1 rod and 3 reels. And they're all nice and clean looking, you know. They're kind of modern rods. They're just, I don't know, some sort of very high quality brand. And I'm like, okay, well, second hand, I might get $200 each, especially if you've got to pay fees and so on. And so if I buy the 2 of them for $200 and I sell them for $200 each, and I make $400, and I double my money. That's kind of where you want to be, you know, ideally as a dealer. So I bid $200, which would have meant another 22% in fees. So say like $245 or so. And I didn't really expect to win them, but I wasn't sure, because fishing rods don't always do very well at auction. Anyway, I come home today because I was out, and I look at the bids, and you know, my the lot sold for $205. I'm like, damn, it's the usual problem I have. One person decided to outbid me, and it was the person who has this habit of bidding on watches up to the full retail value. But I've never seen them bid on like this kind of thing before. They normally stick to their little trinkets, watches, jewelry. They stick to the collectibles area of the auction house, right? And because we buy the same stuff, I've bid on their stuff a couple of times. But this person, if I outbid them, they always come back. They will not let me have anything. And I gotta admit, on a small number of occasions, I did a couple of spite bids against that person. Not something I normally do, but I'd been pissed off quite a lot by this bidder over several auctions. And they have quite bad feedback because they lie about the watches that they sell. It's quite funny. I don't know who they are. It's someone with fat hands. I've seen their fat hands in their photos. So now it's like, oh, and they chased my bidder. I don't know if the person was trying to bid me up. They maybe were expecting me to come back, and I didn't. They won it by accident. Or if they were just like, I'm going to buy what he wants. The way they bid one bid at a time kind of looks like they were bidding me up. But anyway. And of course, they might have just decided they wanted to buy some fishing rods today. But I have this feeling like they saw my bidder number and they're like, okay, I'm going to fuck this guy over, because they would know my bidder number. I know I've heard people complain that I bid too much on stuff. Some of the tool guys have said that. It's nice to feel welcome, guys, after fucking 10 years. It's nice to feel welcome, isn't it? So anyway, so we had that, and then the other thing I'm doing is I'm selling these trading cards. I can't pick it up. My fingernails won't go underneath it. And I buy them new, and then like in bulk, and then I just sell one card at a time. And it's been interesting. It's been a big learning curve. But I started off collecting them. Like I like gargoyles, so I have a few like gargoyle cards from Magic the Gathering. They only cost like $2 each. It's good retail therapy, that doesn't break the bank. So I kind of liked the theme of this game here, and so I got into collecting them. And there was this account on eBay, and for some reason they listed their cards just a bit on the cheap side. I think they were just trying to undercut everyone else. And so I'm like, oh, I like this one. They've got a good deal. I'll buy it. I don't know how much I spent there. Maybe $150 or something. And they sent me a message one day. It was an eBay message too. It wasn't like in the packing. They sent it through the eBay system saying, I've just started my own website to sell cards off eBay. Please come and have a look. Like, if I did that, I think I would lose my eBay account. But, I guess some people get away with things and some people don't. So I started buying from their website. It was nice to get that message. And so now, like, I'm dealing in the cards. And if I'm trying to get a set, because some of these sets are like over 100 cards, within different parts of the game. And it's hard to actually find all of them. So I will just buy the missing ones, so then I can sell the set, right? Or complete my own set, because I want to have one set of everything, if I can. And I buy, like, the cards I want to collect, because you don't always find the foil versions of what you want. And on a small number of occasions, I've bought cards to resell, even though I've never actually resold them. But I've like, oh, this card's a bit cheap. I'll just grab that while I'm at it. I bought one card. I think it was around the $50 mark, and it was probably worth like $70. I think that's like the best deal that I've ever gotten. And there's a non-foil, and I think I don't even remember, but I would have got a couple of little foils a bit cheap, I think, as well. And so that was all great. And last night that's right. So I sent them a message about this card called Jihad. That's the name of the card. Now, you can't sell anything called Jihad on eBay. And I said, that's right. She had it. I think she had it on eBay, but she changed the way it was spelled. And I'm like, so I contacted her through the weird thing was she put some cards on eBay still and some on the website. So if you want to like buy both, like you can't put them in the same cart because it's two different websites. So I sent her a message through her own website, and I said, I want to buy this Jihad card. Can you knock a few bucks off it below what you've got on eBay for? Because that would include the fees, right? I didn't want like 20% off. I would have been happy to get like $5 off it, right? I think it was like somewhere around 90. $5 or $10 off would have been great after spending plenty of money at this online shop. And I don't get a reply. I'm a bit surprised. And eventually the card sold to someone else on eBay for the full price, I assume. And so I don't know, another week or so goes by, and then I'm like, I still need some cards. I forget about the chat. I'll just buy some more cards from their site. So I think it was last night I bought, I don't know how many, like, I think about five or six cards. It wasn't a very big haul. There were 2 cards I needed to complete a set. They were like 75 cents each or something. There were two foil cards which were like $5 each. They're not actually worth anymore, but I think in 5 years from now they'll be worth more. I'm running an experiment to try and I want to buy like a little set and see how much they appreciate. And then there's another one which was only $9. I didn't check the market for it, but I was surprised it was that cheap. There goes my stomach gurgling. And she had two of them. I just bought one because I'm not trying to go overboard with this stuff. And it was $10 postage, so she charges a lot for postage. It doesn't cost that to send 5 cards, but that's just the way I don't blame her. Like, I like to make $1 or $2 on postage if and when I can. I don't do it with the cards, but I don't know, maybe I should. And so I get back home tonight and I look at my own eBay store and oh fuck, this same person has bought 3 of my cards. And I'm like, oh, I could see like one of them was kind of a foil version of a card that had sort of increased in popularity, and another one was a card that I sold once before. Someone bought it fairly quickly, and the other one, I had it for only 30, but I'd noticed someone else had it for like $55. I just left mine. I actually couldn't even remember what mine was priced when I saw that. I only know it was 30 because I checked it just now. So out of curiosity, I go and I look at the valuations of all these cards, and they're all 3 cards are cards that have like shot up in value, right? So for what I get, like $60, but there was probably $100 to $120 worth of cards there. And now that a couple of hours passed, I don't really care. Like, it's a small percentage of my stock. But what it feels like is that person is kind of, I don't know, like, now that they know I'm a dealer, because I never told them I was a dealer, I was just buying the cards, it kind of feels a bit vindictive, like they've gone through every card in my shop to find the ones that I'd messed up the pricing, and they've grabbed them. Like, because I think they've got, I know they've got way more cards for sale. I assume they've got way more stock than I do. Like, I don't know. It just seems a little bit petty, Like, a customer is buying some stuff. And again, we're only talking about, what was my order about? I think it was less than $50. And that's enough to trigger like a sort of audit of my fucking account. Like, it's kind of, I mean, initially I thought, oh, maybe they're just trying to support me, but then I realized, no, they're not grabbing cards. They've only bought cards that were undervalued, by 30+%. So anyway, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I've talked about this. I've probably mentioned it on videos that I never uploaded, but I'm kind of sick of the whole competition thing. And just like everyone's out to get you. Like, I'm fucking sick of it. I'm just surrounded by it. It's just a fucking rat race, Everyone's, I don't want to use bad language, so I won't, but everyone's just a prick. Can I put it that way? Is that bad language? So, you know what? It just makes me feel even better about doing some painting, doing some artwork. So one of my old ones up there, guys. That's a copy of another painting, but it's not like anyone's going to fucking know. Not that I'm selling that, but anyway, guys, that's my own photograph there. Just makes me feel better about taking a different direction. The auction was a total bomb out. Just the fishing rod, like everything I bid on, there's always someone's just got to overtake me by one bid. I did get a good lot of cameras. That was the only good out of a 2,000 lot auction. That was the only good thing, and 2 boxes of really pretty shit silver plate. I shouldn't say shit, but you know, it's silver plate, right? It's never that great. So, and it's funny, the stuff I'm not bidding on, it doesn't go to crazy prices. I don't know. It's just like if I touch it, people go crazy, you know. There was some oil paints there, just by pure coincidence. Oil paints, guys, are fucking expensive. It's not like this acrylic shit. It's not like watercolor. Oil paints cost a lot of money. You can be looking at like a cheap one would be like $15 a tube. Medium price would be like $30 a tube, and then there are ones which are far more, which I'm not going to use. But so I'm bidding on these oil paint. Yeah, someone's got, you know, all the brushes, all these old brushes. I could tell just from the look at it that probably this shit had menus for 20 plus years. Now, these paints here have menus for 10 years and they're still okay. So oil paints can last a long time in the tube. But still, you know, and all the brushes were just effed. Really, I don't even think they were good brushes to begin with. And it was all filthy, but you know, I bid on, I got someone else has